Hey guys, it's Steve. So I've got a product review for you today. It is the Kettle Q. So it's a stainless steel griddle, and so I'm going to cook some Philly cheesesteaks on it to check it out for the first time. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and get started on our creamy horseradish sauce. This is incredibly easy. We've basically just got a half cup of sour cream, a quarter cup of prepared horseradish, and we're going to do a couple tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. And I've just got some salt here for some seasoning. You can use salt and pepper or toss in there whatever you like. So we're just going to go ahead and get all these ingredients added. And then I'm going to take my little handy lemon squeezer and just kind of eyeball this. And that's probably going to be enough right there. I'm not going to use this other half, so I'm just going to set that aside and whisk this up. Alright, that's good right there. So you can see that nice creamy consistency there. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little taste. That is good. So all we're going to do now is we want this to sit in the fridge for at least an hour. So we're just going to go ahead and toss that in there, and then we'll pick back up when it's time to get the Philly cheesesteaks going. Alright, so here we go. We've got the Kettle Q mounted on the large model grill dome kamado. So you can see how nicely this fits. It also fits really well on all of the Weber kettles. And so pretty simple design. This thing is 14 gauge 430 stainless steel, and it's got like a 2-inch high wall going around the edge, so it captures and retains plenty of food. And you've got this little catch basin down here for grease and whatever you just kind of want to pull off your cooking surface down here. And then it's got these little vent circles, or these little vent slots going all the way around the side that kind of helps with even heat distribution. And so these things are going to be really good for cooking anything that you typically see done on a flat top at a restaurant. So burgers, breakfast type foods, Philly cheesesteaks like we're getting ready to do, steaks, really whatever you want to do. And so all we've done here is just put this right onto the grill dome, and we're just going to close the lid and let this thing get up to temp a little bit, and then we'll pick back up and get started on our Philly cheesesteaks. Alright, so we've got our Kettle Q heated up, so I'm just going to squirt some butter on here. And onions and peppers are going to take a little bit longer, so we'll just get those going. I'm just doing one sandwich right now, so little serving of peppers and some onions. Toss those in. Go ahead and just kind of stir those around a little bit. And what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and get my bun nice and toasted, because the ribeye literally takes like a minute to cook, if that, so I saved that for last. So I've got a couple buttered hoagie rolls, just going to sit right there. And these will not take long, so we want to watch these closely. And what I'll do is, as soon as the hoagie rolls are done toasting, I'll pull them off, and I'm going to go ahead and spread the creamy horseradish sauce on them. Alright, so our buns are looking good now, so we'll go ahead and pull these. Alright, so all I did was just spread some of the creamy horseradish sauce on there. So those are ready to go. So now what we're going to do, kind of get these onions and peppers out to the middle. And let's go ahead and get our ribeye on. And I just go ahead and kind of mix the onions and peppers up with the ribeye. Kind of dice it up a little bit. Alright, so our ribeye is just about done. I like mine to be pretty much medium rare. Maybe close to medium, so I just kind of get it in a little rectangle shape like this. Then we're going to take our provolone cheese. I've just got one piece here I'm using. And lay half of it over that and half there. And we'll let that go. Alright, so our cheese is just about melted now. I don't have one of the long, like 7 or 8 inch spatulas that's really ideal for scooping this whole thing up. I've actually got one on order right now. It just hasn't come in yet, so I'm just using a regular spatula. But if you had one of those, you could just scoop this whole thing up and easily place it on your hoagie roll. So I'm just gonna have to wing it and use this. And I'm just gonna set it here. Alright, so that's the last little bit. Set that aside real quick. And then with your spatula, you can just take this and clean all this off into the little catch basin down here. So I'm going to be doing 3 or 4 of these, so I want to get it good and clean each time. These griddles obviously are going to season every time you cook on them. So that's it, pretty straightforward, super easy cook. That sandwich cooked in about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes total. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this shut, but let's go in the kitchen and take a look at this Philly cheesesteak. All right, so here we are back in the kitchen, and man, this thing just looks and smells awesome. You can smell that creamy horseradish sauce coming off of here. The Kettle Q knocked out the steak and onions and peppers in about 2.5 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and close this up. And check that out right there. How good does that look? Stuff some of that in there. And of course I'm about to take a big old massive bite. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Hold on, let me get one more bite. That is unreal good. Man, I'm stoked on that. So, pretty straightforward. Kettle Q is definitely the way to go for a nice Philly cheesesteak like this. So definitely check those guys out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.